Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in. My name is davidakhoa and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're a brand new visitor to my YouTube channel and have no idea what my videos are all about, I love talking about things I'm passionate about, man. Movies, comic books, video games. I do hauls, reviews, unboxings. If that's the type of thing you're into, you may want to check out my other content. If you like what you see, do subscribe. So James Gunn, the head of DC Films right now, the CEO, the guy in charge, the guy who greenlights all the upcoming movies related to DC Comics, he released a video recently, 5 minutes long. He talked about the upcoming movies that he will be releasing concerning these characters: Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, anything related to the previous franchise, anything about the upcoming new franchise. He talked about all the upcoming stuff, TV shows, films. We'll talk about it today, okay? I'm going to tell you guys, am I looking forward to any of this? Was I disappointed in anything? Was there anything that I was looking forward to and then he didn't even mention it or whatever? You're going to see it. I'm going to talk about it in this video. I have been a big supporter, a huge fan of this universe, the Snyderverse, the DCEU, whatever you've been calling, okay? Here I have the Zack Snyder's Justice League 3-movie box set, all in 4K right here, okay? So you can see I'm a huge fan of this franchise, okay? Did he talk about any of that? Well, I'm going to mention it right now. We're going to talk about it right now, okay? So he talked about TVs, films, DCEU. This is no in particular order, similar to what was in the video. I'm just going to like whatever's come to my head, I'm just going to say it, okay? Number one, he said that the new line of DC movies, like the Phase 1, there's a little subtitle for it. It's called Gods and Monsters. And the first thing that came to my mind was the DC original universe movie, Gods and Monsters, okay? And I was like, is he gonna go in this direction? Nah, it's just a title about what's going on in the universe. It's not even everything. He says there's more in this Phase 1 than what was mentioned, but he gave us a good preview, a good taste of what was about to happen, okay? But I enjoyed this movie, but I don't think it's gonna have anything to do with this particular movie, all right? Let's talk about the TV shows he mentioned. He mentioned Creature Commandos, Lanterns, Paradise Lost, and Booster Gold. Those are some upcoming TV shows for the upcoming like new DCU as he's calling it, okay? Creature Commandos, I'll be honest with you, I don't know very much about those characters. Okay, I saw a couple pictures and stuff like that. It looked interesting. There's a lot of variety there apparently when it comes to like different types of characters and stuff like that. I guess we'll see where it goes. You know, Guardians of the Galaxy was something that I never even heard of before the movies came out, and when it came out, I was like, well, okay, I'll check out, you know, the everything related to the franchise and stuff like that. Lanterns, okay? I am a fan of anything related to Green Lantern, okay? I enjoyed watching Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan, the animated series. They have like a couple animated movies and stuff like that through the years, you know? And they actually have an animated, you know, remember the CGI TV series? I saw it too. And, you know, the Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, you know, we saw Jon Stewart on there and stuff like that, okay? So I am looking forward to seeing another live-action version, hopefully this one's a little better, of Green Lantern and the Lantern Corps and stuff like that. He talked about how it's going to be like, it's like kind of like the Men in Black. He's like the Green Lanterns are going to like protect the Earth or whatever. You know, it's going to focus on Earth and aliens coming to Earth or whatever like that. Okay, I can see a lot of world building coming with a TV show talking about something like that. Okay, they talk about Paradise Lost. Okay, now for those of you who don't know, Paradise Lost was we talk about Paradise Island, Themyscira, okay, which is like the homeland of Wonder Woman. Now, will Wonder Woman actually be on the show? He mentioned that it's going to be like a story about the Amazons in general, okay? It's going to be like a prequel story. Like Wonder Woman may be, like, Diana may actually be a character in there, but she probably won't be like the main focus, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be about all the Amazons. It's going to be like a Game of Thrones sort of story. That's what he said, okay? I'm looking forward to it, you know? Wonder Woman's like, I enjoyed the other Wonder Woman movies, okay? Maybe this one, this new series, will give us a lot more backstory that we didn't get from the movies, yeah? Okay? And then they mentioned a Booster Gold TV series. Now, Booster Gold, he was in Justice League Unlimited. He's been in a couple of these other DC original animated movies, okay? He was in Justice League Action a lot. There was a couple episodes there. There was actually one of my favorite Justice League Action episodes was one where he went back in time and then he helped Batman, but then he went back to present day and everyone disrespects him and stuff like that. But he was like, well, I was a hero in the other world, you know, like in that other timeline, I was a hero and that's good enough for me. Batman respected me in that universe, but now I'm back to everyone treating me like a second rate, you know. But Booster Gold, you know, I believe he was in a character of Smallville. He was in he was a lot a lot of different versions. There's a lot of different versions of Booster Gold through the years. Okay. I'm looking forward to that. Okay, he's funny. I don't know if he's gonna have the little robot that talks to him and stuff like that, and all the futuristic tech that he has and stuff like that. I'm just gonna be like that. Okay, but I can see that being fun. Okay, films. He talked about James Gunn. Talk about a bunch of different films in the upcoming DCU. Okay, I'm gonna mention all of them right here. I got my notes. You know, Superman Legacy, The Authority, The Brave and the Bold, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, and Swamp Thing. Those are the upcoming movies concerning DC films. All right, Superman Legacy. James Gunn is writing that movie himself, and he's apparently like halfway through it or something like that. He's not done with it yet. There hasn't even been talking about casting and stuff like that. They said that Henry Cavill is not going to be. Although what he said, like it could be a Henry Cavill movie. You know, like apparently it's not a new origin story or anything like that. It's just like the way the premise is, how he presented it. It could be a Henry Cavill movie, but it's not coming out as a Henry Cavill movie apparently. Okay, The Authority. This is actually quite exciting. So you guys remember back in college, I was like exploring comic books. You know, I was going to Hastings, and there was like a comic book shop in near my college, and I was like exploring new series and stuff like that. Remember, I did a video on The Max, Gen 13, Spawn, a lot of Zenescope, like the Alice in Wonderland and the Cinderella stories, you know, and stuff from Zenescope. Okay, I was exploring a lot of things that were not Marvel and DC. You know what I'm saying? Gen 13 was the one I made a video about it, like all the comics I own and stuff like that. I wish they would make that into a live action movie. Okay, but The Authority here. I have here The Authority comics. Okay, this is issue 29, and I got the trade paperbacks. Okay, this is book 1. This collects the first 8 issues of The Authority. Okay, and then I got Under New Management. This one collects the next 8. So I got the first 16 issues of The Authority right here. Okay, and I also have here, this is the next one. I just Transfer of Power. I think this is from issues 22 to 26 or something like that. Hang on. Well, anyway, I am familiar with the Authority. Okay, I know about Jenny Sparks, the Doctor, Swift. And actually, on the superhero team, they have Apollo, which is kind of like the Superman character in their team, and Midnighter, which is like the Batman of their team. Okay, there's a lot of inspiration, like Justice League characters in the Authority. So I have here. First 16 issues, I know the story, okay? And this is something I explored way back when. And I never thought that this would ever become a comic, live action series related to DC Comics and all that stuff. You know, at the time, this was Wildstorm, okay? Wildstorm was like completely separate, okay? You guys can see here, I am familiar with the Authority, okay? I know these characters, and it's kind of weird and kind of like a dream come true kind of thing, you know, like there's a lot of like when Watchmen came out, you know, I had no knowledge of Watchmen when it first came out, and I read the new versions and they actually had the time clock thing crossovers with the DC characters and stuff like that. Like I enjoyed it, you know. So this is just like another group of superhero characters that apparently now are connected to the new DCU. So I'm excited about that. Like out of all these films they mentioned, the Authority is actually a big one for me. I wouldn't be surprised. A lot of people don't know these characters. Okay, but I'll be honest with you. Like, give it a read, and I think you'll be quite impressed. Okay, it's really different. Then it's kind of like the boys TV shows have like 3 seasons on Amazon. I guess it's kind of like that in a way. Okay, but they have a lot of different types of characters, little creepy, you know. I can see that you can get an Oscar in makeup or something in the future. Okay. The Brave and the Bold. The first thing that came to mind. This is a Batman-related movie. Okay. The Brave and the Bold, but it's not related to this Brave and Bold. Okay. I like this series, but it's not connected. Okay. But we'll be talking about Batman and Damian Wayne. Okay, it's gonna be like Bruce Wayne and Damian Wayne, and we've seen this on screen before in animated form. We just never saw it in live action. So, I don't know if this new franchise actually incorporates like if this Robin is the only Robin he had, or if he's gone through Jason Todd and Dick Grayson and Tim Drake and all that before then. Okay, and now we're seeing an already established universe that we're just like now just seeing it, you know what I'm saying? Or is this going to be like brand new everything? Okay, what I'm concerned with is this going to be like, is this new DC universe going to be like, is this chapter 1 really chapter 1, or is it like like the DCEU movies? Batman was already Batman for multiple years. Wonder Woman already been through her stuff, okay, and Flash, he's already started and all that stuff, and now they come together, or will it be like we're just in the jump right in the middle, or you know what I'm saying? Anyway, Supergirl, Woman Tomorrow, I never read that, and Swamp Thing, I was never interested in his character. Like Swamp Thing was in some video games. Okay, there was a live action TV series. I never saw a single episode of that. He's been in some. He's been in some animated movies and stuff like that too, but I never really watched it. There was like an older movie and there's like a new version of it and stuff like that. And anyway, Swamp Thing. The first title is called Gods and Monsters. Swamp Thing will obviously be part of the monsters part of it. Okay. This is the part I really want you guys to talk about. Okay, what is mentioned already related to DCEU stuff? Okay, James Gunn did mention that Shazam! Fury of Gods is coming out, okay, and it will lead into the Flash. Like apparently it's gonna end on a cliffhanger or whatever, and pick up on the Flash. I don't know how it's gonna be, okay. And then the Flash is supposed to reset everything, whatever. I don't know, but the Flash, I'm looking forward to that movie the most, because apparently the Michael Keaton, the Batman that I grew up with, is gonna be back in that movie, okay. There are at least pop figures and stuff like that already. We see little spoilers already when it comes to who's in the movie and stuff like that. It's gonna be a Blue Beetle movie. It's gonna be an Aquaman. Lost Kingdom. Okay, the new Aquaman movie will be released. Okay, and then he mentioned another TV series, Waller. Waller is gonna be like a spiritual. The follow up to the Peacemaker series. I got the Peacemaker series here on Blu-ray. Been watching all the special features on it and stuff like that. Okay, and I enjoyed the Peacemaker series. I actually like that they actually incorporated the other DCEU characters into it. Like they mentioned the Justice League. They mentioned we actually saw Ezra Miller and Jason Momoa in the movie. Okay. Not in the movie, in the series, okay? So it is a continuation. It is part of the DCEU, okay? It's part of the same universe as the Ben Affleck and Gal and Henry Cavill, Superman, and stuff like that. It's all part of that one universe, okay? Apparently Waller, who played by Viola Davis, is going to continue that, So I guess we'll see what's on it. She's been in Shazam. No, she's not. She's been in Black Adam. Okay, she's been in the Peacemaker series. She's been in the Suicide Squad. So she's had some connections. She was having a conversation with Ben Affleck, Batman, at the end of Suicide Squad. Remember that? Okay, so she's had interactions with all these characters. I think Waller, if done right, could really give a good maybe a good conclusion to DCEU. Okay, her character, she's interacted with multiple people. The Justice Society and Black Adam. She's talked to Black Adam. She's called on Superman, Henry Cavill Superman. They can do a lot with that. Amanda Waller can can be very involved with the rest of DCEU, and she can be like a witness to many things. Okay, so there's a lot they can actually show on that show. You know what I'm saying? Finally, they mentioned Matt Reeves' Batman, the Joker series, the Joker movie, and stuff like that. Okay, the Batman's called the Batman Part 2. The Joker movie, the new Joker movie, is gonna be coming out like next year or something like that. And Lady Gaga's in it, and she's gonna play Harley Quinn apparently. I'll be honest with you. Out of all these movies, Flash, Blue Beetle, Aquaman, Shazam, Flash is the one I like the most. Okay, I didn't even see Shazam in theaters when it came out, and I don't think I will Shazam Fury of Gods either. Like I actually I plan on buying it on Blu-ray and DVD. Okay, getting it digitally on Vudu or Movies Anywhere or something like that. But I don't plan on seeing it in theaters the weekend comes out. Partially because the weekend that Shazam 2 comes out, I won't even be in town. Okay, I'll be out of town that weekend. Okay, so I'll be busy. I can't watch it. But maybe like the week after or something, it's possible. Okay. So anyway, TV shows: Creature Commandos, Lanterns, Paradise Lost, Booster Gold, Waller. Okay. Films: Superman Legacy, The Authority, Brave and the Bold, Supergirl, Swamp Thing. Okay. And then there are still things coming out related to the DCEU, the Waller series, Aquaman, Blue Beetle, Flash. Apparently, that's all part of this creation. Okay. Anyway, that's what I'm looking forward to out of all the TV shows. Probably the Booster Gold series. Okay. Out of the films, The Authority. Okay. You guys probably didn't even know that this comic exists until now. I've been hanging on to these for years. I don't have a complete collection of The Authority. That's why I never made a video about it. But it exists in my collection. Okay. I know who these characters are. Okay. And concerning the DCEU, probably the Flash. Okay. Am I disappointed that he didn't mention certain things? Yeah, there was no mention of like Gotham City Sirens. He didn't mention anything about you know, if he's gonna sell the Snyderverse to Netflix or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But he said that this is not everything concerning the Phase 1 or Chapter 1. There's more coming. It's not just this. Okay, so there's more coming soon. Okay. He didn't mention anything about the future of like the Arrowverse, the Superman and Lois show, you know, certain things like the DC League of Super Pets and stuff like that. You know, he didn't mention like if those will continue. There's gonna be another movie or whatever. You know, Teen Titans go to the movies. Maybe there's like a sequel to that. I don't know. Like he didn't mention anything about that. Okay, and it's kind of disappointing about that. But this line, what he announced, like. We've been in great anticipation. We've been like waiting. We've been like anxious about it. Okay. After hearing this news, I feel a little bit relieved. Making this video, I feel a little bit relieved. Okay. And I mean, I guess I gotta hope for the best. You know, for me, it's like it's a new universe, but to me, it's not. It's just another universe for me. Okay. Because for me, there's been multiple Batmans in my life. You know. So adding another one or adding another Justice League version of Justice League is no big problem to me. Okay, I've seen Justice League already. Justice League, you know, the DCAU, the DC, you know, the Justice League Unlimited. Okay, there's like the version of it that's on Smallville. There's like Justice League Action. There's like the Lego Justice League. There's like the Justice League from like the animated movies, you know, like Crisis on Infinite Earths and Flashpoint Paradox, like that Justice League. There's like the Injustice from like the video game and stuff like that, and it's just another version. Okay, they're like even in this version there was a Justice League, you know, and there was like another Batman series called The Batman. It had their own Justice League also, so it's like this is just another version of Justice League for me. Okay, Super Friends was another version. You know, it's just another one to add to the list. You know, why not? You know, would I have loved to see these characters continue? Of course, but I'm looking forward to the future, man. That's all I have to say. I'm sad that this is not going to continue because I was really into this. Okay, I was really into this universe. You see, I have posters in my room, everything. Okay, and bought this multiple times. This is not the only version I have. See that? I even bought the previous version, multiple versions of that. Look at this. I'm crazy, man. Justice League. This is not the good version, too. This is like the bad version of it. Justice League. Justice League. Justice League. Justice League. Like, the only reason, it's the same movie, right? Just different packaging. I'm that big of a fan, okay? So, am I sad that this is coming to the end and that's going to release, like, new characters and stuff like that? Of course I am, okay? But I am also very, optimistic about this upcoming list of movies, all right? This looks fun. This, I thought we'd never see a live action version of it. So, I guess we'll see. So what do you think? Comment below, let me know. Thank you for watching, everyone. Be sure to comment and subscribe. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.